looking back on your career, okay, what, if anything, would you do differently?
Oh, that's
yeah. I mean,
I think really the thing that I really wish that I would have like started on earlier, or was just to ask for help earlier and not be kind of, because I think like I've done that quite a lot of time, and it's like just because it's a bit of that, like especially when you're in a company, like you want to, especially in the beginning, is like you don't want to be the person who's just like, oh, why did we hire them? And it's like, no, like they hired you. Trust in that. Like you're learning the pipeline. Like one thing that we always said is it takes 6 months to learn the pipeline. No matter like what company you go to, no matter like how good you are, you will need 6 months to learn the pipeline. And like some people might learn like the basics like really quickly, but there's always something really like something like that you just need to figure out. It's like, oh, there's always remember to click this button. It's like, oh, I always forget to click that button. And that might often be the seniors, while the new juniors always remember that because this is the first pipeline that they work in. And I think that's just I think the people that I fully respect and that I've had like such a great time like working with and training and learning from is when people just dare ask questions. And it like you can ask as dumb questions as you want. Like especially if you work with me, I'd rather that you ask more questions than too few and kind of mess up. Like that, especially as a lead, that's my job, is to kind of lead you and guide you. So I definitely think that would be something that I would like, ask and try and be a bit of a dumbass a bit earlier. And it's like just getting that into with people and trusting that people around there are working with you and not against you or just something, right? Like we're all trying to make something really cool happen. And in the end, we just want to make cool pixels appear on screen, right?
All right. Thank you for sharing that. I know I didn't put that in the questions, but I said, you know what, I'm going to kind of lob that one in and just see what happens. And no, because you're going to get a different response. I have no regrets, or I regret everything. And I'm like, no, where do you live on it? Because there's always that sense of, I could have done something a little differently there. And,
there's definitely something like I've thought about this a couple of times, and there's always things where it's like, oh, like people might say, oh, I messed up on that. I was like, oh, I would never do that again. It's like, it got me to where I am. Like those kind of battle scars taught me a lot. And it like definitely like failing is the best way to like really learn something. And it definitely, because if you fail, it means that you at least tried something, right? Might have been the wrong thing, but you did something and you pushed on with that. And it's definitely where I've learned properly and kind of sometimes like really gone like, oh, I screwed up now, like big time on this. But it's definitely been like a learning experience for that.